Now, there are a significant or a plethora amount of triggers, of data points that we can tap into to assess the external environment. And a lot of those triggers or data points and indicators really revolve around economic measurements. Now, when we're talking about economics, we're really talking about the measurement of the production, consumption, and distribution of scarce capital at a local level, a regional level, or a country level, or at a global level. And there's just an endless amount of permutations and combinations of economic variables and data points that we can use to measure at a high level or a low micro level the economic environment. And often we can use these variables to factor them in assisting or complementing our investment decisions that we're faced with. So, but really for the average investor, you only really need a handful of indicators to be concerned with. And we're going to just go in this module, really focus on those kind of go-to meat and potatoes kind of metric and data points. And often these data points revolve around these particular areas. They focus around the economic growth indicators, which is the most common data point being the measure of gross domestic product, or GDP. We will focus on measurements of the employment level, or the rate at which people are working or not working. So that's the employment dynamic. We should probably focus a little bit on measurements in terms of the rate of price increases, which is known as inflation. And the other side of it also is focusing on some of the government policies. And the reality is government institutions play a pretty important role in setting the external business climate, and they can influence the external environment by their own investments that they make, which is undertaken through fiscal policy actions, or by controlling the level of capital or a level of money that can flow through an economy. And that's often done through monetary policy. And that's done often by setting the cost of capital, or in other words, setting interest rates. The beauty of the time that we're living in right now is that a lot of these, pretty much all these indicators, are really easy to find, and they're publicly available information, which we can find through all kinds of different kinds of media, newspapers, TVs, radio, internet, websites. It's all around us. It surrounds us.